Imagine the consequences of falling asleep and a fire starting due to an electrical fault, accidentally knocking over a burning candle, or a malfunction from a gas heater. Building regulations across Europe require that safety in buildings is a major consideration in design and specification. Within Europe alone, every day, up to 12 people die, and another 120 people are severely injured because of fires. And the European economic damage because of fire amounts to approximately 25 billion euros per year. What can be done to improve safety in buildings and avoid so many injuries and deaths from fires? Aren't there any building materials that will minimize the risks associated with fire in buildings? Flame-retardant medium-density fiberboard provides one solution that greatly enhances the safety in buildings and interior environments in the event of a fire. Medite, one of the largest producers of flame-retardant MDF in Europe, manufacture a full range of flame-retardant MDF panels. Medite flame-retardant panels are produced working in close cooperation with EcoChem, a specialist company producing flame retardancy chemicals. We will illustrate the huge difference that Medite flame-retardant MDF panels can make in fire safety for society. We will look at two simulations showing the difference in fire performance of standard MDF compared to flame-retardant MDF panels in a simulated real-life environment. We've chosen a hotel bedroom for our experiments. The location of these comparison tests is at the Antwerp Fire Brigade Training Centre in Belgium, called PIBA. For our first simulation, we've used standard MDF panels with a fire classification of Euro Class D. This corresponds to normal, untreated natural wood, or any building material which is considered as a material with normal fire behaviour. Let's see what happens. A fire is simulated, taking place in a corner of the room by using a gas burner. In reality, for example, this could be due to a fire in a waste paper basket. After some time, fire ignition takes place and starts to develop. The fire spreads along the walls, up to the ceiling, which now also starts burning. The development of smoke increases and the fire develops rapidly. The fire reaches the ceiling and the fire gases are now around 300 degrees Celsius. The time for evacuation has long passed, and any person in the room at this stage would die immediately. We now reach the point called flashover. This is the point where all materials instantaneously combust due to the high temperature and release of gases. The temperature now rises to 800 degrees Celsius or more. Large flames and toxic burning gases spread out with explosive force to all other rooms of the building. Only the fire brigade could now fight the fire, but the damage is done. Now we will repeat exactly the same test in a second room. We take an identical furnished hotel room where we've installed walls, ceilings and furniture in Medite flame retardant MDF panels. The panels have been made flame retardant by the incorporation of EcoChem chemicals. This results in a dramatic improvement in Euro fire classification from Class D to Class B. Let's see what happens in this second simulation. After some time, not much has happened to the walls of the living room. The flames of the fire have only caused small and limited damage. In this situation, a safe evacuation of everyone in the building can take place. The simulation continues, and during the whole time, the situation remains relatively harmless. There's little smoke development, and the temperature increase in the room is only 10 degrees Celsius. When the gas burner is stopped, the flames disappear immediately, without the need of any fire extinguishing water or powder. The statement in Euro classification EN 13501 that Class B building materials have very limited contribution to fire ignition and fire growth is well proven in this comparison. In the first simulation, we witnessed the explosive force of a fire in a non-protected area where the evacuation of people would have been almost impossible because of the extremely aggressive development of the fire. In the second simulation, with the correct specification and use of Medite flame retardant MDF panels, safety is greatly improved. Serious injuries may be avoided and lives may be saved. This comparison has clearly shown the safety risks associated with fire in buildings and the importance of correctly specified building materials.